Hi, I'm Will,
I'm Evie.
I'm Maya.
And I'm Kylie.
and this is Just Talk on the TC Podcast. Renew is over. What did you guys think of it?
I really enjoyed my first year of Renew.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed both of the classes I took.
I think I've learned a lot from both my Renew classes. I took creative writing and podcasting. I think that's a good pair of classes to have together. They kind of work off each other.
What classes did you guys take?
I took rock climbing and podcast. The podcast.
Yeah, same.
My first class was the one where we got to make a film. What did you guys think since you're all freshmen? How was your first year for New?
It was good. I liked it.
It was fine, but I like school better. Yeah.
I think we should have the rest of the week off. It shouldn't end in the middle of the week.
I think that's to give us our late start to ease us back into normal school.
Yeah, but it should be the rest of the week is Christmas break.
How did rock climbing work?
So basically the first 2 days we were in the gym practicing our ties, and then we went to some place and rock climbed for the rest of the days.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I was also in it, and I got to test and get my belaying license, which was cool.
Kylie, you said you did movie making.
Mm-hmm.
Was that with Mr. Rivera?
Yes.
Was that a fun experience?
Yeah,
I was interested in that.
I really liked that one. We got to make our own movies and learn about the different aspects of movie making as well as watching a lot of movies. Yeah.
Creative writing was really helpful for me because it really got me out there with choosing my words wisely, and that works well with podcasting too when you're on the spot for things.
As a sophomore, what did you do last year for Renew?
Well, last year I did my Serving Chicagoland. So I got my serve year done, and that was a lot of fun.
Will you have to do one of those?
Yes.
Oh,
How
that's
do
fun.
serve trips work? Or what did you do?
Well, we just went to different places around the Chicago area, and we volunteered. We did a lot of organizing, and then we did some food pantry services on some days. And then I think there was one time we couldn't go somewhere that we'd planned, so we just helped out around the school.
That's fun.
What's one big thing that you guys learned out of Renew?
Well, in this class, I'd say I just learned the fundamentals of communication and how to have a good conversation.
How about you?
I learned how to talk better, and yeah.
I learned how to choose my words wisely and figure out how to work on the spot.
Do you guys have any ideas of what you might want to do next year for Renew?
Definitely movie making, because that sounded really fun.
I might go on a trip. It depends where it is, or one of the service trips sounds fun.
I thought cake decorating sounded fun because then you get to eat a cake and yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably end up doing an internship or just taking more classes.
What kind of advice would you give us for Renews?
Just go into it with an open mind, and a lot of the time, because the groups are really small, you'll end up getting pretty close to the people you're in it with, so just kind of embracing that.
Some good advice.
Yeah.
I'm Santi.
I'm Shelby.
I'm Brooke.
I'm Claire.
What do you guys do for Renew?
I did biblical citizenship and podcasting.
I did rock climbing and podcasting.
I did the cinema sprint and podcasting.
And I did biblical citizenship and podcasting. Shelby, how was biblical citizenship?
It was a lot of information that I didn't know before, and it was pretty interesting how the guy had tied in a lot of scripture to things that happened in U.S. history. It was very interesting.
Brooke?
Rock climbing was pretty fun. I mean, the first 2 days learning how to tie one knot was kind of, interesting. But doing actual rock walls the rest of the days and getting my belay certification was nice.
Was it hard to get your belay certification? I know some people who failed it the first time.
No, it was actually really easy. It took 2 minutes just to pull somebody up and then catch them, so it was fine.
For a cinema sprint, Kylie said, we made movies and we learned a lot about camera shots and angles, which also applies because obviously you need cameras and things for podcasting. So my two classes kind of went together.
So my biblical citizenship class, it was interesting how he tied the Constitution to what's in the Bible and how our founding fathers took the rules of the Bible and introduced our new country with a good roots. And then for the podcast, which I'm currently on, it's just pretty cool to be on camera and just have fun conversations. What's your guys' favorite thing you learned this week?
My favorite thing that I learned this week was probably, we talked a lot about how it's not really about like the video part of the podcast, but more like the conversation and like the audio. So I kind of thought that like you really had to have like super fancy equipment and stuff, but it turns out you just really need like a good mic to have a podcast.
The most interesting thing I learned is just like how to have a conversation even with like people you're not used to talking to. And then for rock climbing, probably how to tie that knot that was useless in the end. But what about you, Shelby?
For podcasting, knowing like who you are and then how you interact with other people, which can really affect a conversation, was really helpful.
Yeah, just how to build more relationships with a podcast and communication. And in my morning class, just more about the Declaration of Independence and how our country first started. And then the Bill of Rights and all our amendments, just learning more about that stuff.
For podcasting, what was you guys' favorite topic that you talked about on a podcast?
My favorite was when we talked about like the stress that you get from being in high school and then just going through some like personal experiences and then like ways to like help cope with it.
My favorite podcast or my favorite topic was about Disney movies and how they've changed over the years.
I really enjoyed having a special guest in Mr. Pelt over. It was just cool to switch things up and have different people on the podcast.
I like the one we did today, which is the agree disagree, because it required less preparation and it was kind of cool to be surprised.
Hi, I'm Alana.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Ruth.
I'm Diamond.
What classes did you guys do for Renew?
Like a lot of people said, I did rock climbing and then podcast.
I did intro to education and podcast. I did Daughters of the Kings and podcast.
I also did Daughters of the King and podcast.
What did you guys do in Daughters of the King?
Okay, we did a lot of different things. We were talking about our identity in Christ and just learning more about certain like scriptures, and we did a lot of different projects, such as like we did like a plant thing with like a lavender. I don't know what that was about. And then we
went to Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah,
Was that your favorite part?
yeah, we went to like thrift shopping, which was pretty fun, and with the theme was like decades. And then we went to Target and like Chick-fil-A, and it was just fun getting out the classroom because we were in the classroom like all that time. So, but it was pretty fun.
So in my intro to education class, we were paired up with an elementary school teacher, and we just spent the week with them, like only in like the morning, and it was fun because we ended up like I was able to like learn what it actually is like to like be a teacher and what like are the requirements are, because that's like definitely like one of like something I want to do, and it was fun like getting to know like all the teachers and like all of the students that I was Who with. did you pair up with? I was with Mrs. Weeby in 3rd grade.
Would you want to be like a 3rd grade teacher or like older or younger?
I mean, I wanted to be paired up with like 2nd or 1st graders, but they put me in 3rd grade. So, I mean, I definitely like the grade, but I like 2nd grade a lot. So, yeah.
What is one thing you guys learned from one of your classes, either AM or PM?
For AM, definitely, like it was my first time rock climbing, and I think for the first 2 days we were in the gym and we learned like a lot of new stuff. So belaying and helping people like not fall, and then tying knots. I think that was really cool. So,
for podcasts, I think it was cool how we just learned kind of the behind of, because I've seen like the podcast episodes on YouTube, so we kind of experience how it felt and like the behind the scenes of each podcast we did, and it was cool like preparing for it, and like me kind of being the host, it was cool like asking the questions and stuff. So yeah.
I think like that learning that a podcast, it was just like a regular conversation, because I always thought it was like like scripted or just like a big a big deal.
Yeah.
And I like knowing that it's just like a conversation to have. What about you, Diamond?
I feel like for my PM class, which is a podcast, that I learned like people skills and like how to talk to people.
Yeah, that's really good.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye.
for watching.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Will.
I didn't know we were starting. You have to redo it. You just made fun of me. Bro, that is so distracting.
Yeah, why are they
They're
doing
hitting jumping jacks out there. All right, go ahead, Will. You got it.